There comes a point in your life where you realize that your trajectory is taking you in a direction that just doesn't work for you anymore. You once had dreams that were so bright, so vibrant, and so real that you could almost reach out and touch them. But over time, that vision has become blurry and faded. You tell yourself, oh, that's just growing up. And you allow yourself to believe that your dreams could never be reality. You accept your status quo and move through the motions day after day. But once in a while, maybe while you're drifting off to sleep or allowing your mind to wander in a quiet moment, that spark of inspiration strikes again. It's fainter than it once was, but it still glows across your consciousness like a lone firefly on a summer night. Nostalgic and eager. And in that moment, you allow yourself the quiet, guilty pleasure of imagining the life you've always wanted. A life that feels so far away, a life that you wouldn't dare speak of aloud. It's just a silly fantasy, right? So you quench that spark and you continue through the motions as days become weeks, weeks become months, and months become years. But what if it didn't have to be that way? Hi guys, my name's Jasmine, and if that monologue resonated with you on any level, then this might be a good series for you. I'm a small artist, and I'm on a crazy mission to change my life one sketch at a time. My goal is simple. I want to make a living off my work. Right now, that feels extremely far off for me, but I'm daring to believe that I can build a life that I've always wanted. About a month ago, I started spending more time with my art, dipping my toes into content creation, but I wasn't really sure what direction I wanted to take things. And then it hit me, what better symbol for where I'm at with my content creation journey than a brand new sketchbook with pages full of possibility. So I went out yesterday and I picked up this beautiful, gorgeous hardcover bound sketchbook. And I'll be recording my drawings page by page, week by week, with the humble hope that it gets me closer to my dream. But with that being said, let's get sketching. Now, for a little backstory, along with my goals of growing as a content creator, I have goals of improving my drawing skills across the board. I started my career about a decade ago working as a fabricator for a prominent international artist. I would spend all day in his studio making his art, and even though I really loved being able to work with my hands and it was a prestigious role, it paid incredibly poorly, you guys. So I quit. I pivoted. I found an opportunity in the corporate world and started making what felt like a lot of money. I would commute downtown, go on corporate retreats, buy $15 salad bowls, and I felt like I was climbing that corporate ladder. My priorities shifted and I stopped my art practice altogether. And then COVID happened. And billions of people were destabilized and I lost my job. And since then, I've just been scraping by with dead-end jobs. I've been feeling very dissatisfied with the direction of my life. So I'm going to make change with this sketchbook and this channel. So today's sketch is going to be a little bit different than what my future sketches will probably be like, since this video is my attempt to introduce myself and my concept to the world. One thing that I wanted to work on this week was my overall branding, and I thought the first page was a perfect opportunity to do that. So I'm drawing a really simple logo that I can use for my page banner and anywhere else that I want to have a little bit more intentional branding. My name on all socials is Jasmine Alexandra. It's very subversive and innovative. So I wanted to emphasize that idea further by having a glamorous, gaudy hand scrawling out the name. With this sketch, I'm kind of channeling that energy of being in a high school math class and you're not really paying attention to the teacher, but you just got a new set of gel pens and you're trying to get your perfect signature. I don't know if that's too niche of an experience or if it's relatable to y'all, but that's kind of what I was going for here. Now, overall, I'll be honest, I didn't love how this sketch turned out. There's some things I really like about it, like the typography, and I think the hand is really fun, but I feel like I got a little bit lost in the sauce with the pink marker, and I don't love how muddy and messy it got in some areas. But I think with a little digital retouching in Microsoft Paint, I think it might be salvageable. So by the time you see this video, I will probably have had this image digitally retouched and pushed out onto my page, so go check it out. But with that, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video and my christening first sketch in this sketchbook that I hope will change my life. Like I said earlier, I'm a very new content creator, so if you want to stick around for this journey, consider hitting that subscribe button. I want this to be a very collaborative series. It's not just about me, but all of us getting inspired together, spending more time with our creativity, and taking little steps towards our goals. So let me know if you want me to incorporate anything into the sketchbook for the next week's drawing. If you think there's a medium I should use, some imagery, a technique, leave a comment with your ideas, and I'll do my best to incorporate them into the next week's drawing. I think it's gonna be really fun to see what kinds of drawings we come up with together. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. That's all for now. Mwah!